Welcome to the A to Z Quilling series. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a ring for the letter R. To make a ring, you will need one 2-inch strip of yellow for the center of the flower of our ring and 8 2-inch strips of pink or any other color of your choice for the petals of the flower. Apart from this, for the ring, you will also need one full strip that's about 18 inches in length for making the band of the ring. We will start making the ring by rolling out all of our 2-inch strips into tight coils so that we can put it all together as a little flower. Now to roll it out, roll them out nice and tight and stick it at the end before you take it off the needle so that you get a lovely tight roll, right? So that's your roll. Now seal that off at the end and then take it off your needle. Right, there you go. We're going to repeat the same thing for the pink too, just like we did for the yellow. The only difference is that we're going to allow the pink strips to open up a little bit. So we're going to roll them out really tight, but then we're going to let it down and let it open just a wee bit before we seal it so that we get a nice little coil, right? So maybe about that much, and then we're going to seal it down. So we're going to keep it nice and tight so that we get a nice little coil that will show up at the end, right? So there we go. Give it a minute to dry, right? And that's kind of how it should look. And now we're going to repeat the same thing for all the others that we have. Now that we have all of the little parts in place, we're going to put together the flower. And also while putting together the flower is when I've realized now that I've made a mistake. So you will not need 8 strips, but rather only 5 strips. So 3 of these are kind of extra and you don't need to make it. If you're watching this from the beginning, I guess you'd realize because I've put in a note there in the beginning. But yeah, this is how we're going to do it. So now let's put the flower together. There you go. Your flower's going to look like this. Now we're going to stick it all together so that it stays in place, right? So glue it all together, starting with each petal and the yellow in the center. Now we're going to let that dry, and while our flower is drying, we're going to put together the band of our ring. And for that, we're going to take the strip that we have of grey or dark blue. That's again your choice. I like a darker band, so I've chosen a darker color, but you need a full strip to do this. Another couple of things that you're going to need to figure out the size of your ring or the band is choose a ring of your size that really fits you, or the finger you'd like to use. So choose an approximate size that you want, and then try and find a bottle or something that has a flat round surface of approximately the same size. Now I've chosen this ring, and this bottle is a slight bit bigger, but that's okay because I think I would use it in the finger that is slightly bigger. So this is kind of what I'm going to use. So you're going to need a bottle and a ring, and figure out the right size that you need for your ring. Once you've chosen the bottle or whatever you want as round and as of the right size, you're going to start sticking the strip together. So put it together, and we're going to roll this over and keep sticking it over the bottle, making sure of course that we don't stick to the bottle, right? So what we're going to do is put some glue on this side of the quilling paper, and we're going to gently roll this out on top of that. Yes, so there we go. Now what we're going to do is, I want it to be rather solid, so I'm going to keep gluing it as we go along, and also make sure that my paper is coming perfectly in line. So I'm going to be putting glue all along as I keep rolling, so that it becomes a nice tight roll when I'm done. Make sure to seal the end well so that it doesn't open afterwards, right? So it's only at the end, make sure that you've put in a fair bit of glue and stuck it down really nice and tight. Now let your band dry off a little bit, because there's a fair bit of glue in it, and once it's dry, we are ready to put together our ring. Once the ring is dry, or your band is dry, take it off the bottle, and what you'd have now is a pretty little ring. Right? So that's kind of what your ring is going to look like. Now what we're going to do is put some glue onto the ring here, just where you have the joint, so that when you're done, your joint will not show and it looks like a nice little round ring. And you're going to stick the flower that we made earlier on top of that. So that's how it goes, right? Now let that dry, and once it's dry, that's your ring. It's ready to be used. Yeah. So there you go. That's a ring for the letter R. Thanks for watching this video on how to make a ring for the letter R. I had made a necklace for the letter N, and that kind of got me thinking that I would make something that would go along with it. So N for necklace and R for ring. If you'd like to check out how to make the necklace, there's the link to the video is in the description below. You could also check other videos that Mrs. B and I have made as a part of the A to Z quilling series that we're doing together, and all the links to our previous videos are in the description below. You can also follow me on various other sites and subscribe to my channel for more videos from me. And that's about it this week. Alright, see you, bye bye.